Early November was the last car we did. I know. It's been a while.
It feels like it's been a lifetime.
I've been back 5 weeks now. I know. I'm still just as bitter today as I was the day I got back. I swear I didn't want to come back. And I've told everyone about it.
Yeah.
Numerous times. I was so set. We were almost there. We went, we had, how's your headphones, by the way?
Yeah, I might get it down a little bit.
Down. Right. Is that one yours there?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We had 2 weeks driving through the UK before we went. Like the first 2 weeks, pretty much. And we'll go and check out places to live. And we found probably 3 places and that we could live. None of them were London. The wife didn't want to live in London. So it was going to be, she didn't. So I said, fine, you pick. I don't care where it is. Just you pick. So we got 3 places. One was in the Cotswolds, one was Edinburgh, and one was just outside of York. And everything, I think everything was going well. I thought, oh yeah, this is it. It's on. Yeah. It's all going to happen.
We're doing it.
And then we went to Finland, which was good. We did Paris and all that, which was good. And then we, I swear I saw Drakus in Paris.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I swear I did.
That. Yeah. So what was?
Anyway.
Would that have been realistic for him to be there though? Like at that time,
because
there was a card on, wasn't he? And he was there.
Yeah, he posted a few days later of a picture of him near the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
So I think it may have been him. He was wearing like a rugby jumper, like a rugby style jumper,
like a South African.
No. It wasn't. It was just that cut. Anyway, I don't know if it was him. Maybe it was.
Just say it was.
I can't say it was. We did see someone. We saw a couple of people that are semi-famous. This is one for the women. There's a TV show called Outlander. Anyhow, one of the guys out of there we apparently saw. I don't know. My missus lost a nut. So anyway, that's that.
How did you feel about that?
Me, I did not bother me, was it? You can have a take a please. Yeah. So we got, and then we had Christmas over there, and at Christmas she goes no.
Right. Oh, on Christmas Day.
Christmas. It was the day before Christmas. She goes, I can't do it. And I saw how she was. I saw how the kids were away from their family. Not mine. They couldn't give a shit about mine, but her family. And then I just went, oh, God. And then I could see it just unraveling in front of my eyes over the next 3 days. And I was like, you are absolutely kidding me.
So you guys aren't that close with your family?
Me? I am, right?
Well, you are, but like the kids and stuff.
My wife's family's a big family, very close. So I suppose they are, but compared to her side, nah, not at all. Not at all.
Enough.
But yeah, it's not just about me. As much as I'd love to say it was just about me, it's not. But it was good. It was the flight. You know how I am with flying?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Not a big fan.
I'm terrible. It's been 15 years since I've been on a plane.
Shit.
So I went to the docs and I said, listen, I'm not good at flying. And my doctor knows me pretty well. He knows what I'm like. And he's going, all right, what do you need? And I said, just give me something that's going to put me down. And he did. And it didn't put me to sleep. All it did was make me very tired and paranoid. So, and we did the direct.
Oh, geez.
17.
Wow, you were there for a long time.
Yeah, so I thought I'd ease it back in and do the longest flight in history. 17 hours. And I sat there in my chair for 17 hours. I sat by myself. I don't sit with the family, just in case I lose my nut and it scares the kids. So I sat there. My wife worded up the air hostess or cabin crew, whatever they're called. Just said, don't touch him. Don't do anything. Just let him go. If you need something, he will tell you. And said to the old duck next to me, who was a nice lady. She goes, he's not a good flyer. And she's like about 80, like not out. She's like, oh, well, what about if I did this? And she's just going, no.
Just don't.
She goes, do not touch him.
You're like a special needs.
Yeah. And she goes, oh, okay, it's like that. And I was like, that is it? You're giving my wife sass, are you? It's going to fucking kick off before takeoff here, darling. I'm getting kicked off this flight. So she's good on her. She didn't touch me. She didn't do anything. And I sat there for 17 hours and 14 minutes, not that I was counting, and I watched that plane. You know how you got the screen with a plane? And I watched the plane. And I watched it go the whole way for 17 and a half hours.
You couldn't put on a movie or something?
No,
Try to
Nothing. Absolutely no. I didn't. I couldn't do it. So I just sat there.
You just tortured yourself by doing that. Do you realise?
Yeah, but it's how I dealt with it.
Fair enough. It's your process. I respect it.
It sounds like you don't respect it. So I sat there for 17 and a half hours and just watched it. Didn't eat, didn't drink, didn't get up to go to the toilet. Just sat there.
I hate going to the toilet on planes, hey.
Why?
Oh, it's just like having to, because I always get the window seats. Because I love window seats. Like, I don't mind aisle seats, but windows are just way more comfy, I find. But because I always get them, I obviously have to like walk around everyone and then go up there. So I try to hold on for like as long as possible
before you get on that plane.
Yeah, it's very rare. Like I've gone to Italy and I never went to the toilet. You know what I mean? Like,
it's not that hard. You just got to prep. You just don't drink like 4 litres of water before you get on the plane.
That's true.
Jesus.
Yeah.
One thing that did scare me though is when we went to Finland, we're coming back, and I knew I had about a 4-hour flight in front of me.
Yeah.
And I went, these tablets don't work. I'm going to double drop here. And and I know because I took one here. I know they take about 15 minutes to kick in. And when they kick in hard. So I went, all right, that's it. I'm going too. I'm going to see, even though the doctor clearly, this is clear in the doctor, he clearly said don't do it. And I said, can't tell me what to do.
You'll be fine.
You'll be fine. So I had two. So I waited. I watched that clock. And they go, all right, in between boarding and takeoff, you're looking at about 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay, so it's pretty calm. So I've gone, wait, and they've said, all right, flight, I don't know, God knows what, to from Ullus to Gatwick, London Gatwick. Like, Gatwick's a horrible place, by the way.
I've never heard of it.
God, it is.
What is it?
Garbage. It's an airport. There's multiple airports around London. You've got Heathrow, the main one, which is sort of in the west. You've got Gatwick, which is down south. It's probably the equivalent of like having a, I don't know, probably Mandurah or a bit further Mandurah.
Right, okay.
And you got Stansted, which is up the top, which is probably like, I don't know, Bindoon or something like that. Anyway, it's not important. Gatwick's is a hole. Let me just point that out. If anyone's got the option of not going to Gatwick, don't do it. Pay the extra. And so they've gone, all right, flight and whatever to Gatwick. You are now boarding. So I said, beautiful, 2 in my hand, straight in the gob. I kid you not, as soon as I swallowed them, I heard the bell come on again, and I've gone, oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare.
Oh, no.
And they said, we're sorry, there has been a delay. Right, and this is on my flight, and I've gone, it was that close, I thought, I could still bring these up, and I thought, nah, I'll be right, it'll be 5 minutes. They said, it's a minor delay, so I said, oh, it's 5 minutes.
Yeah.
About 20 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, so they said, now you can board, and I tried to stand up, and I was in so much trouble. I couldn't, I felt I couldn't, my body was moving, but I had no control over it. Like I was just walking, and I just felt numb. As soon as I sat down, I'm real paranoid, but I'm extremely tired. As soon as I sat down, I rested my head against it. Keep giving me window seats. I don't know why. I said, I don't give a shit where. No, I said, I don't care where I sit. Just but hopefully by myself. I'd sit in one of the, the ones that the cabin crew sit in, and no one's near them.
Yeah.
I'd sit in one of those, and no one talked to me. And I'm not
People person.
just on a plane. I'm worse on a plane than in real life. I heard someone goes, the biggest thing I miss about the COVID was the bit where it was illegal for people to be near me. That was my favourite
That's
part.
good. That is good.
Anyway, so sit down. Second of my ass hits a seat, I'm out, like out, cold. And I'm up against a window, obviously, probably dribbling. Next thing I know, I heard this big crack, and I've woken up not knowing, like I've woken up, bang, and I'm awake, and I don't know where I am.
Yeah.
So I am panicking at this point. And I've just looked around, and no one else is panicking. We're still on the ground, haven't taken off.
Oh, my God, right.
Yeah. And I've just gone, what was that? And like, no one's answering me, so I'm getting shitty, and I'm paranoid, and I'm on a plane.
Are you next to your wife?
No, they don't sit with me.
Oh.
No, I say don't sit next to me because I don't want to pass on my anxiety and fear onto the kids.
Of course.
So when I talk to the kids, I said, it's awesome. You get to watch TV for like 17 hours. You get to play games. It's great. And they're going, oh, yeah, that's great. So they love it.
Smart.
So I just keep them away. Yeah, so I've just heard this bang, and I've just said, what is that? And no one's answering me, so I'm shitty. And I'm like, oh, these people. And I was thinking, how can I get off this plane? And I was thinking, no, I can't go down this path because I'll get kicked off the plane. I'll deliberately get kicked off the plane.
Yeah.
Gone up. And then I've heard bang again on my window. And I've looked and gone, what the hell was that? And I get real aggressive when I'm scared. I've had a look, and it was a big jet of water. And I've gone, what the hell is that?
Are they washing the plane?
They had to. Okay, it's minus 32 outside at this point. They had to hose the ice off the plane so it could take off.
Oh, wow. As if you weren't paranoid enough already, dude. Holy crap.
So I'm shitting myself at this point. And then I've looked out the window, and there's this big like fire truck thing spraying this water. And it's obviously not cold. It's not hot. It's like room to probably 0 degrees water or 2 degrees or something. So the steam and everything looks like it's on fire. And I'm like, this is just not my day. I had a look, can't see the runway. It's all under snow.
Yeah.
All right, well, I go, we're not taking off. I'm a chance here. And this sort of bulldozer sweeper thing comes in and starts driving and just spraying the snow sideways. So this thing cut out the runway, and then we hooked in behind it and took off.
Wow.
I know.
It's pretty crazy.
It is. It is, considering like...
And a great experience for you.
That was not good. I said when I got back, I reckon this flight has aged me. Like, I honestly felt like it had aged me. Yeah, I did. I reckon like it aged me. You know how like Tony had that fight with Gaethje and they said it's aged him, he's never the same? Yeah. That was the flight from Finland to Gatwick.
Wow.
I know.
Oh, my God.
I just went...
And then, to end up in a hole as well, like Gatwick. Like,
there's
no reward at the end of it.
We got a train straight... As soon as we got to Gatwick, we took off back up to, I don't know, King's Cross or somewhere we were staying. We're going to Paris the next day. Anyway, glad to be back. That flight, we did the double on the way back. That flight from Dubai to Perth, I don't know what the hell's going on there.
It's rough.
So rough.
Yeah.
That is the worst one I've ever been on. Yeah. Is that normal? Has that always been?
I remember as a kid, like the flights to Dubai were always like super shitty. They were the worst part of the trip. Going to like from Dubai to Italy and stuff wasn't that bad. Or I can't remember if it was Dubai to Italy or if we were taking Dubai back to Perth. Because I think... Yeah, no. Just any time we're flying from Dubai, it's always shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
It just shook and it didn't shake. You know how normally it bounces?
Yeah.
This one was going like that, side to side. And I'm like, I'm not into this. Have a guess what row I was in. Have a guess the seat.
You were probably right in the middle, like on the wings.
No, I was in row like 88J. So I was at the back, so I couldn't put my seat back because it hit the toilets.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And me being the nice guy, I had a seat like about 10 rows forward. And this guy come up next to me and he goes... you're actually sitting next to my wife. Is it possible to swap seats? Because I looked like I was by myself. And I looked at him. He's like, the seat behind me. I went, yeah, no dramas. So he chucked his stuff here. And he goes, yeah, here's my seat at the back. And I committed by that point.
Oh, you're a good guy, Brad.
I know.
You're a good guy.
I'm a
You're
delight.
bitter.
I'm a
You're
delight.
sour.
I'm a delight.
You're a people pleaser. That's all that matters.
Anyway, so that's it. Thanks for coming in. We're going to get into... We're going to do one. See if we can do two. I had planned this weekend's 299 and $1 million to 1 as well. This $1 million to 1 this weekend, I reckon I'm a chance. There's some juice. It's not this. It is this weekend. Of course it is.
I haven't heard this one before.
Okay, this weekend is Rozenstruik versus Shamil.
Is it?
It is. That's his weekend. What are you talking about?
Sorry, I was on a different page. Yeah, we're there. We're
okay, good. Jesus.
Sorry.
What about the first fight that kicks off? Abdul Kareem. Not Kareem Abdul. He had a chance. They had a chance
to do something brilliant.
Ah, so good. So good. Ludovic Klein's on the lightweight fight against AJ. He should win that.
He's a huge favourite.
Mate, he's good.
He's really good, yeah.
And AJ Cunningham is not
that great.
He's a late caller. Has he? Let's have a look at it.
Ludovic's paying $1.11. He's a huge favourite.
$1.11.
Yeah.
That's massive in the UFC.
Yeah.
That's a massive favourite. What's going on here? This bloody thing. Let's have a look at AJ the Savage Cunningham. Everyone's got a belt in their Tapology page, haven't they?
Yeah.
I mean, if I was in there, I'd take the UFC belt. Is that one that's behind me?
True.
That's exactly what
Definitely
I'd do.
counts.
Okay, so he's 11-3. What's he done? Anything?
Contender Series loss, and then fought at a different organisation, and now it's his UFC debut against Ludovic Klein. That is rough.
It is short notice, though.
Yeah,
I'm
course.
sure Ludovic had he's well-rounded. 4 KO wins, 4 submissions, 3 decisions. Has he lost it?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if he beats Ludovic?
What are the odds for him to come up?
670.
There's no way. Absolutely no way on this earth he's going to lose it. Would that be your lock for the day?
AJ Cunningham.
No, Ludovic Klein.
Yeah, probably. We've got another $6.70 underdog, actually.
Oh, can I guess?
Yeah.
And I'm tipping him. Bezak against Umar Nurmagomedov.
No. We've got it's Ayman Zahabi is 670 against Javid Bashrat.
Where's that? That's not even on my list.
Should be in the early prelims.
There he is. So Basharat's got to be the favourite.
Yeah.
Oh,
$1.11 as well.
Is this the one that was supposed to be in the Middle East and then they changed it? There was talk of that. I think Ariel Hawani said it was going to happen.
Of course he did. Yeah, I'm not
Are you
sure.
a fan of Ariel?
I'm on and off. I'm so on and off with him. Like, there's times where I fully support him and I really enjoy his show. But then there's other times where you listen to the fighters talk about him and why they won't go on his show, and I'm like, there can't be a coincidence that there's this many people that don't enjoy doing interviews with him. You know what I mean? And also,
but do you think the UFC is a bit of a boys' club and he hates him, so
true.
I hate him as well?
Probably, but I also think I don't know. He always goes on about Dana White. It's like
They don't like each other, do
no,
they?
they hate each other, and I'd rather just listen to the fighters talk or talk about the actual UFC rather than just your beef with Dana White.
Imagine if that didn't happen, because it all went bad when Ariel announced that Brock was coming back for 200 early. That's where it all started.
Yeah, but I think I've heard his side of that, and I think I'm more inclined to believe him. I think it was more painted that he broke this news, but the way it happened wasn't the way Dana said it happened or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, but look, he is he's really good at what he does, but he is such an antagonizer. It's ridiculous. It's so obvious. I don't understand how people can disagree with that statement. He'll ask broad questions, but about something very specific, and it's got nothing to do with fighting. And the fighters take the bait every single time. It's ridiculous.
He's quite a smart man, isn't he?
Yeah, he's very smart.
That's it. He's never been a fighter, has he? Nah.
No, never. But I will say he got Sean Strickland really good. Sean was saying, if it wasn't for the money, you wouldn't be doing this. I don't think you actually care about MMA and stuff. And he's like, I've been covering this sport since you were in your dad's ball sack. You got to give him credit. It's true. He's been doing it for a really long time.
And of course they're doing it for the money.
Yeah, why else
doing
would
it?
you?
Jeez, you're not doing it for fun.
Yeah.
Someone who got a rough deal. 2 people. Oh, maybe Jamie Pickett deserves this because he's no good.
Yeah.
Eric Anders, the feature middleweight, he's gone down. He's gone to middleweight to fight Jamie Pickett. Now, this one here, I reckon this is. I'm confident that this will end someone's UFC career.
Yeah,
because you have a
for
look
sure.
at Jamie Pickett. Jesus,
Nothing but losses.
Jamie Pickett came in. Where did he come in there after the Dana White Contender Series? So he's gone 2-6 in the UFC.
Yeah.
He's on a 4 fight losing streak. Not even any splits in there. He's getting finished as well.
Yeah, that's rough.
So, I mean, I'm a big fan of Eric Anders. I've always have been.
Yeah,
Everyone knows
he's
that.
great. And he's a good actor.
But what's he in?
I don't know what movie he's in. I saw a trailer and he was in it.
Let me guess, he's fighting someone?
No, I think he's not a main character or anything. It's not like Roadhouse. It's not like Conor McGregor.
Oh, tell me when that peanut's coming back.
I don't think he will. Man.
That Netflix documentary was talking about Conor and how this will be the greatest comeback of all time, and he's not coming back.
Yeah.
There was a rumor. I heard a rumor today, and I hope this happens just so I can see Chandler's face. there was a rumor that Connor's not going Chandler. He's going to fight Nate.
Yeah, I heard about this. Yeah. That makes more sense.
But I'm not that excited.
Yeah. I'd be more excited for Connor and Nate than I would be Connor and Chandler. But I feel like Connor would demolish him. Because Nate, it's like, I don't know. I feel like people would just have this idea of Nate from back in the day, and they've like kept it to like current day. It's like, man, his last few performances, like, sure, he guillotined like Tony Ferguson, but like that was the sloppiest fight I've ever seen.
And it's Tony.
And a couple fights before that and after that, it was just like, man, like this guy has just lost his step big time, you know. And then he boxed fucking Jake Paul or whatever. Was that him? That was him, yeah? Yeah. And he just looked horrible. Like, he's old. He's slow. He can't fight anymore. He can do jiu-jitsu, but like, you know,
can't compete.
MMA, I don't know. I feel like Connor would
piece him up.
Yeah.
You got to understand though, Connor's has got. Oh, this is I should fact check this first. Connor's had one win since Diaz, and that was over Cowboy Cerrone.
Yeah, but he's still got those hands. Like, if it goes
Has he?
Yeah, I think so. I think maybe not as fast, but like, I don't know, that IQ and that precision is definitely. I think it's still there because even if his performances with I think it was the first Dustin fight.
Yeah.
Because he got knocked out in that one. Prior to that knockout, like he had some really good moments. You know, obviously he beat Cerrone. And then
did he beat him, or did just the plan? Did the agreement go through?
Yeah, maybe that as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, and even I think in the I don't really remember too much about his last fight when he like broke his leg, but I feel like he had some decent moments there as well. Like the hands were still there, you know.
I stand corrected on that. He's had 2 wins since he's only had 1 win since he was the double champ, and that was 2016.
How sad is that? Hey, that sucks.
He could have been the greatest. He could have easily have been the greatest after that win against Cerrone. He could have been. He came back. I mean, obviously, he's always going to have that loss to Khabib, but that's a shame. That's a career that just.
Have you like gone back and watched that Khabib fight?
Yeah,
like
that knee.
He did really well. Like, you've got to give it to him. Up until he finally got taken down, it was actually very good. He won a round.
When Khabib shot and Conor threw that knee and it clipped.
But then he decided to wrestle. It's like, oh no, dude.
But Khabib for a split second went limp.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk about one moment done differently, like 1 centimetre. I know it can't happen because it's all done. But imagine if that knee from Conor was 1 centimetre to the right and it copped him straight instead of glancing his chin.
Yeah.
And he KO'd Khabib. How different would the MMA world be?
He'd still be there. Nah, probably not, actually.
No, he wouldn't.
Nah. Yeah, it's crazy to think like just a couple of inches could like make the biggest difference in any fight. You know what I mean? It's insane.
But that's it. Khabib could never be spoken about as the greatest.
No.
He got KO. And the thing is, that happened early in the first round. I think it was about a minute in or 2 minutes in. So you think about it, he goes, oh yeah, I KO Khabib in 60 seconds. It's like Jose Aldo getting done in 13 seconds.
Yeah, I'll never forget watching that. I wasn't even really into the UFC like in 2015. I just knew Conor McGregor and I was like, I want to watch him. And yeah, I just like, I didn't have the full context of who. I knew Jose Aldo, but I didn't realize he was this force to be reckoned with. So when he won, I was like, oh, that's impressive. And then afterwards it was explained to me how dominant Jose Aldo's been. And I'm like, oh shit, like that's.
I never thought he was going to beat Aldo.
Yeah.
I remember watching the lead up to that.
Yeah, well, Aldo, stylistically, is so much more well-rounded, especially at that time, you know. But it was just that mental game. Like, Conor really, like, got into his head, so.
First time.
Yeah.
I still, like I said, you can't go back, but if that knee would have landed just that little bit better. Because he was waiting for him to come in with it. Yeah. You could see he had a cock ready to go. Yeah. And it just glanced. And then why did he want to wrestle?
Just made a bad decision.
And it cost him, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. But, you know.
Anyway.
All these years later, we still talk about Conor, so he's made a big impact.
I was actually going through the rankings. Oh, first off, Ortega on the weekend.
How good?
Mate, when
he's a champ, dude.
when he rolled his ankle during warm up, I honestly, my heart dropped.
Yeah.
I went, please don't. You know, is he 5'6"?
Nah, surely he's taller.
I
That means he's
saw them.
smaller than me. I'm 5'7".
Hang on.
Just.
I could have sworn, look at the hair on, man. Yeah, that's glorious
beautiful guy.
hair. So good. 5'8". He's 5'8".
Must be nice.
I'm pretty sure they reported him as 5'6" on the weekend.
No, wait, that says 5'6".
Where's it say 5'6"?
Wait, no, that is an 8.
That's
Never mind.
5'8".
Sorry.
They said 5'6" on the weekend.
Yeah,
I just can't imagine him being 5'6".
Yeah, but I don't know. In sports, everyone lies about their height. Like,
yeah.
you know, it's ridiculous, especially in like the NBA. The NBA is the worst for it.
Everyone's 7.
Kevin Durant, the 7-footer, and I'm pretty sure he's not far off, but he's not 7 feet tall. And he came out recently and said that.
He's 7'13".
Yeah.
Bro, I must admit, I'm a Ortega fan.
He's great.
When he came out, his body looked a touch loose. He looked like maybe he should have cut a little bit more. But anyway, I was still ready to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Then he rolled his ankle, and I went, "Oh, this is over.
Yeah.
This is over." And I just definitely saw him roll his ankle,
Yeah,
and I
100%.
could hear his corner yelling at him. And I went, "Here we go!" And then he just got paced up badly. But he's one of those guys that he's the BJJ equivalent of someone with that one punch knockout power.
Yeah. That's a good way to
Until
put
you've
it.
beaten him, he can always take you down, and if he's on top of you, it's over.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, I love him. Hey, I think he's so good. He's so good. And, like, I definitely gave him a lot of crap for being in, like, the top 5 and not fighting for, like, 2 years or whatever
It's
it
because
was.
the shoulder.
Yeah, I gave him a lot of shit for that. But you know what? He shut me up with that performance. A lot of people were acting like they didn't give him some hate, you know?
He was sort of the forgotten person of that division, wasn't
It
he?
had been so long.
And he was still ranked like 5, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was number 5. But you know what, though? That division, like...
We're talking featherweight here.
Yeah. Movsvar Evloev. I can never say his name right. It's too
Evloev,
hard.
yeah.
The V's put me off.
Yeah.
He is a monster, man. I've got a really good feeling that he's going to end up as champ one day.
Really?
I think, yeah. I don't think Topuria is going to be there for too long. He might get a couple defenses, but I don't think he's going to be there for like as long as maybe Alex was.
I go through these champions, and I can't see anyone holding on to the belt for a long time.
Not even Zhang Weili.
No.
Really? Who do you think's going to come?
Tatiana Suarez.
Yeah,
Tatiana.
That's fair.
How long have I been on
you've been
Tatiana
very
Suarez
consistent
for
with this.
so long? All
true.
she's got to do is start passing those drug tests and stay fit, and she's good. I can't see. I definitely think O'Malley's going to beat Cheeto.
Yeah, 100%. But that fight shouldn't even be happening. It's ridiculous.
Who should he be fighting? Marab?
Well, Marab just fought, and obviously you don't want to keep O'Malley waiting, but I think logistically that would be the fight to make after Marab's last win, which was really dominant, and I don't believe he got hurt in that fight.
No.
So, yeah, I think that's probably the way to go about it. But then, like Davison Figueiredo is in that division,
I know.
ranked number 8.
Completely
Can you imagine
unheard
if
of.
he goes on a run? Like,
It's possible.
if O'Malley is still the champ and Davison goes on a run, I'd go Davison over O'Malley.
That's
Davison's
saying
scary,
something.
man.
He is, and with that extra bit of weight, he's
Yeah.
going to do well. It's over for Henry Cejudo.
Yeah,
It's over.
yeah.
He looked so slow.
What did you think about them not giving him the mic? Did you hear what Dana said about it?
Yeah, it's not your night.
Yeah.
There's a bit of bitterness there, isn't there?
Yeah, he's like, he already retired. I'm not doing it again.
I reckon that's fair.
Yeah, I thought it was like, I think you should show respect and like let him do it. But I also think it's
Nah.
so funny that they didn't let him.
So he has officially retired.
I believe so.
He looks so slow
Yeah,
compared to how he used to. I mean, he's still quick, but he looks slow. I just couldn't believe it. As soon as it started, I went, "Oh, Cejudo's in trouble here."
Marab is so good. Like,
Very
it's
good.
unbelievable how good he is.
To keep, and he could keep that up for 10 rounds.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Aljamain seems to be the forgotten person in that division.
Well, because he's going up, isn't he?
I don't think he could go up. I don't think he could compete with anyone there.
Well, no, hasn't he? Isn't he versing Calvin Kattar? Aren't they fighting?
I thought Aljamain was injured.
Let me
have a look. You get yours out while I try to work out there. I'll see what Foxtel sent me.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah, I know, it's not too bad. They sent me like posters and stuff as well. They must think that we're like a bar or something like that. They sent me like
coasters?
500 coasters.
Wow,
I know. We should sign them and send them out. That's what we should do. Anyone who comments on this YouTube video, or just actually hit me up on social media and I'll send you a signed coaster. How's that? It might be worth something one day.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
It's a great idea.
You do that. I'll even pay for postage. How's that?
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Jeez.
He was offered Calvin Kattar. I swear he accepted it, but I can't find that anywhere. But yeah, never mind.
Okay. Anyhow, are we actually getting into this car? We've been going
let's
too
do
long.
it now.
Okay, we've gone into every garden. Okay. This one, I'm going to leave this one with you because I know that you're all over this. The former star of Disney Pixar's The Cars, you got Matt Schnell. Still funny. I will use that joke. He's a multi-killer as well. He's so inconsistent. He's up against the Australian Steve Urseg. Tell me how you reckon this one goes. Firstly, give me some odds, Eldra.
I'm trying to find the odds on this fight. Where is it?
I reckon Urseg. I'm going to have a guess. I'm going to go Urseg is the favourite at $1.70. How's that?
He's not. The odds aren't on Sportsbet.
Oh, it can't be cancelled.
No, it's not. It's not cancelled.
Cancel. Where are you? Let's have a look here.
Yeah, no, it's still on. It's just not on Sportsbet.
Sure.
Yeah. Which is weird.
That is. That's real weird. Didn't I see that yesterday? Hang on, let's have a look at my bets. I've already thrown my 1,000,000 to 1 on. Urseg, there we go. What's going on here?
Yeah, they've taken the odds down for some reason.
Don't tell me that fight's been canned.
I don't think so, because it's still on here.
I think what they're doing now, it's Friday. They're doing all the, it used to be just out of one.
Yeah.
Now they're giving it like, well, here, I've put the bet on earlier on. Where are we? Urseg, where are you? I've got him by submission at $3.60.
Yeah, so it looks like Steve Urseg, in terms of like American odds, is a negative 278 favourite.
I still don't know what any of that means, hey?
So I think Matt Schnell's plus 225. So if you put $100 down on Matt, you win $225 back.
On top of your $100 that you put down?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's profit we're talking.
Steve,
if you put $100 down,
I don't know.
The negative part always gets me. Any of this.
What is it? What is it with these people?
It must be easy. It must be easy because Americans know how it works.
Yeah.
And some tell you someone who I mentioned him before. We haven't talked about Dricus's win and our South African fan base. Shout out to the South African fan base. South Africa. Stand
up.
Stand up for your champion. Come on. I
love Dricus.
Right in the streets, you South African maniacs. We know you love it. Burn some cars. Do some carjackings.
You can't say that.
Do you think? Hey, we have been on Dricus from day one, haven't we?
Yeah, they can't give us shit.
You can't
We've
fault
always
me.
Supported Dricus.
Massive fan of South Africa and your wonderful coastline as well. Quite dangerous down there surfing, but that's all right. Tell me this beautiful country, South Africa.
Yeah.
Do you think Dricus du Plessis? I heard a South African commentator pronounce it Duplessis. Is it? Am I pronouncing it wrong? Is it Duplessis or Duplessis?
I don't know. I've always known everyone to pronounce it as Duplessis. Who was the South African?
It was like in one of his early fights.
Right.
He says Duplessis. And I thought maybe being South African, he's got a better understanding. Maybe
that's what I would assume as well.
Our South African fan base, there's so many of you, and we love every single one of you.
Great.
Yeah, shout out whoever. How about I've got one. Whoever can message me on YouTube and say, "Do you pronounce it?" And you can't just write it. So just if it's Duplessis, just put 1 And if it's Duplessis, put 2. And if you do that, I'll send you a poster. I'll send a poster and I'll send you a signed card. I think I've actually got a poster from when he fought Strickland. I'm sure I have in there somewhere. Yeah. So much stuff came miles away.
Yeah.
So much.
That's awesome.
The poster for this weekend rocked up the other day. That is juicy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Strickland for Cheeto and
O'Malley.
And O'Malley.
That'll be
That's
good.
Yeah. Anyway, where are we?
Yeah, so Steve Erceg.
What do you reckon? How do you reckon he's going to go?
I'm going to obviously tip Steve, not because he's Australian, but that's a big part of it. But because I think he is just the better fighter. He's way more well-rounded than Matt Schnell.
Schnell. What's his hands like?
Steve's pretty decent. I mean, good enough against Matt Schnell. I think he's got a real good chance. His ground game is definitely, from what I've seen so far,
superior.
He's that's his bread and butter. But we've seen it. He's had 2 fights in the UFC now, and both of them his hands look sharp. So. Yeah, I know. I'm going Steve on this one. But Matt Schnell, he is such a multi-killer. It's ridiculous. You never know what you're going to get with him.
He's a Michelle Watterson of the flyweight division.
He is.
Steve Erceg has come in, and in his UFC fights, I think he's been underdog on both of them. He's looked so comfortable.
Yeah.
Like really comfortable, which is surprising.
Yeah, he just seems like the type of guy to meditate heaps.
Does he have any... Now Asada out of the picture, he is probably high all the time. No, do you reckon he just looks like he doesn't look like he's got much emotion? Surely he'd have emotion.
He's got a very like stone cold face, doesn't he? Yeah. It's so funny listening to him speak. Like he's got a voice that I just never expected him to have. Like
what is it?
I can't explain it. You'd have to look it up.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll have a quick look here. Steve Erceg interview. I spelled that wrong, I know. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Let's have a listen to Steve Erceg's voice. This will be good. Oh, geez. You know what I need?
YouTube Premium.
I'm going to get YouTube Premium one day. Why do I need 15 seconds? Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's gotten worse since you left. I love the comments that are like, this guy fixed my computer earlier today and now he's a UFC top 5.
Let's have
He sounds like such a
He's got a lisp,
preteen. Yeah, he's got a lisp, but his voice pitch is so much higher than I thought it would be. You know, he actually sounds like my little cousin. Like it's crazy.
That's sort of what I thought it'd sound like.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
imagine if you sound like Derek Lewis. My balls are I should. How good would it be if Erceg drops his pants afterwards and says, "My balls is hard"? How good would that be?
Drops an N-bomb.
Oh, yeah. Oh, hang on.
He takes the Derek Lewis impression to the next level.
Or he fights in Abu Dhabi or something, and drops his pants, says his balls are hot, drops the N-bomb, and says this place is a fucking dump, and then walks out. Oh, we'd never see him again.
And it's out of nowhere because everyone already loves him, so there's no reason to actually do it, but he just does it. Something about a small white Australian man doing that is so funny.
That would be so funny. Him dropping the N-bomb. With that lisp. Anyway, what are we even going to... So he's going to win. What am I even looking at here?
So Matt Schnell.
He's
look, not a horrible fighter. I swear to God, he's always an underdog. And when he isn't an underdog, he always loses.
He's not that bad.
He's not that bad. He's just kind of decent at everything. You know, he's not great at one thing. I think his hands are probably his best weapon that he's got.
He's lost to Pantoja. Oh, that one at Bontram was
no shame in that.
Royval.
No shame in that.
And Nicolau. He's not bad.
Nicolau, yeah.
Mattias Nicolau. He's got wins over Espinoza and Smoker. That's a while back.
He got KO'd by Nicolau as well. I forgot about that. And that wasn't that long ago.
No, that was December. Oh, geez, that was December. I tipped him that day as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a multi-killer.
He is a multi-killer.
So he is, the odds aren't up there at the moment. So I still reckon Erceg's going to get it done. But Schnell's...
I don't know. I think also if we look at attitude as well, like I feel like obviously I don't know either of these guys personally, but Erceg, like you said, like you touched on it before, like that calm sort of like stone cold nature that he's got. He's like the Alex Pereira of the flyweight division. Just like stone face.
I just remember, did I hit record on that camera, by the way? Beautiful. Thank you. Imagine that. Imagine going through that again.
I think I don't know, his general demeanor and the attitude he seems to have is just so focused and so hardworking. And Matt Schnell, I don't know, he's been around for a while now. We've seen him fight heaps of times. He just kind of seems to be there. I don't know, it sounds bad, but like it's like he's there for a paycheck. I don't think he's trying to go on any.
Nah, he's not a contender, is he?
Nah.
Is there may be rumours. I might be starting this rumour. I don't know. I've started so many rumours. I don't even know what's true. I heard that there may be a Dana White Contender Series spot for a Mr. Lockjaw.
I think I've heard this as well.
Can you imagine?
Oh, mate, Lockjaw's taken over.
Lockjaw. If he gets into the UFC, I will lose my mind.
Oh, mate.
He's still the current champ. Hasn't defended the belt yet, but doesn't matter. You just take it easy. You just get well Lockjaw.
Didn't he? Oh, no, he did, didn't he?
Well, while I was away, I didn't see anything. I was too busy trying to find James Blunt's address in the UK, which he moved. Little bitch.
He definitely lives in America and not...
James Blunt.
Surely.
Anyone, feel free to throw a message to James Blunt asking where my apology is.
Yeah, he owes you that, man.
He does.
Oh, Lockjaw's... Oh, yeah, Van Herden, of course.
Yeah, because what are you talking about? Yeah. He used to do juicy picks. He used to do... That's how I first started chatting to Lockjaw.
Right, yeah.
It's because he did juicy picks. And I said to him, so what do you do for work? Because I'm an MMA fighter. Oh, geez, all right, I'm on this card now.
Yeah, sorry, you were right. So his last fight was for the belt against Rod Costa, local legend.
Won it here.
Yeah.
Won it here.
And Diego...
that was so good. The hands on Justin. That
I got confused. I thought he beat Rod and then took on Diego Pereira, but it's the other way around. He took on Diego Pereira. Which I believe was a rematch to get to Rod for the belt.
That's right.
And then he knocked Rod out, which is crazy.
Lockjaw had a bit of a sketchy start to his career as well.
Yeah.
He dropped some early, and then it's funny, ever since, since we've all been chatting, Lockjaw's undefeated.
Yeah.
Do you know that?
It's not a coincidence.
A lot of fighters have said that. That's as soon as we started talking the GR, undefeated.
I was at work the other day.
Tell me.
Right?
Tell me about this. I like this already.
And this guy calls up. And I answer the phone. I'm like, how can I help? And he's like, have you guys got any scales? I work at a medical center. Okay. He's like, have you guys got any scales?
I'm cutting up some protein powder. Yeah, no worries. Kind of people.
And I was like, yeah, we got scales. And he was like, can I come in and like weigh myself? And it was a weekend, so the nurse and all that aren't there. I'm the only one there with one of the doctors. Mm-hmm. And, I don't know the rules. I was like, yeah, come
on in, mate.
So he came in. And
hang on. He wanted to come in to use some scales.
Yeah, the
you can buy scales at Kmart for like about $10.
Yeah, but I think he wanted to be really accurate because these
are
like
you're saying the Kmart and Co brand isn't accurate. How dare you?
They are what they
questionable. They're the ones you can lean back on.
These are like proper medical grade.
I've dropped 4 kilos because I'm just leaning backwards. I don't even know how that happens. I don't even know how that happens, but it does.
Hold onto a towel and you drop 5 kilos.
DC, the cheat.
Keep going. Yeah, so he came in to weigh himself, and as soon as he walked in, I saw he had a rat's tail, and I was like, oh, this guy's a fighter. Oh, yeah. And he walked in.
Do you have some tattoos as well?
No tats. Really? But they're
coming.
He came in, he was like, oh, do you mind if I take my shirt off? I was like, mate, do what you got to do, it's fine. And he weighed himself, and as soon as he got on the scale... He came in
and said, do you mind putting your shirt on and your pants? Why are you naked? I'm just here to use the scales, mate. Why there's no need for you to... Why have you got baby lotion on? Why have you got that high gloss shine going on? Jeez. Why have you got wine?
I'm always prepared. Wine and crackers and cheese. Yeah.
What? Scented candles? What the hell is that?
Is that vanilla bean?
I love vanilla bean. Is that Rehypnol I can smell? Yes, it is, boy. Why have you got a mask on? What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
So this guy.
Okay, he's come in. So this guy's come in. This guy's come in to use the scales, and now you're facing 12 charges. Yeah, go ahead.
And he weighed himself. And he was he was very happy with himself. And when he was happy with himself, he went and I was like, okay, he's obviously a fighter.
No, yeah.
And then I saw the rat's tail, and I was like, oh, he's a Muay Thai fighter.
You gotta be.
And I asked him, I was like, oh, you got a fight coming up? And he was like, yeah. I was like, what are you like fighting in? He was like, "Oh, Muay Thai." And I asked him,
What'd you say, bantamweight? Just a really...
He's like super skinny. But yeah, I was like, oh, like what promotion? And he said Muay Thai Grand Prix and stuff. That day, like not even long after he left, like I went on Instagram just like scrolling, and they uploaded this photo of him, and I was like, oh shit, that's the guy that was literally like just here.
Yeah.
But he said on his way out, right? Because I said to him,
What's this guy's name? Throw this at me.
I don't know his name, but if you look up
you're a big
Muay Thai
help.
Grand Prix, it'll come up. But yeah, so he was like, I'm going to give Auburn Grove Medical Center a shout out. And I was like, that's great. Thanks, man. But I was like, actually, shout out the Grelka Republic.
Oh, yeah, shout out a couple of tickets. Yeah, no worries.
He didn't do it, but
he didn't do it.
I don't even know if he won. I haven't seen. I just
Where
saw
is he?
That's like a friend of mine called Jake Piggott down there though.
There.
He won his fight. Bottom left.
There.
Yeah, that guy there. He won his fight.
The one with the mullet.
Jake. Yeah. He's awesome, man. He's a good fighter.
There'd be a lot of rat's tails here. I can't see.
If you can find the weigh-in photos, then you'll find him. But don't worry about it.
Oh no, I will, because you've obviously made a big deal of this. So you've made a very big deal of this. Oh, what have I done? Muay Thai or Muay Thai, as the locals pronounce it. Grand Prix. Here we go. Either one of those guys?
Nah.
Where's the card? I don't know. We'll look that up.
Yeah,
we'll follow him. We'll get on his nuts as we do.
I don't even
so
have
many
Instagram
people
anymore, so I can't even look it up.
Dude, you got rid of it?
Yeah. No social media for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, who's the one doing the Grelka posts lately?
That's you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I reckon you're... If anyone is on Facebook or Instagram, or I think I even got TikTok, get on and like our page. There's some funny stuff going on there. Did you see this one, the most recent one? Did you see this?
Oh, Brock Lesnar's daughter. Yeah. What did you say? Oh, God. What did you say? Where is it? Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's got nothing. Oh,
that's the meme I sent you.
I know. That's so good. Brock Lesnar's daughter is just a savage. She's massive. Anyhow, what are we even talking about? Let's get back onto this car. We've been going for an hour.
UFC.
This next fight, this is not going to be popular, so I'm going to say it. This next fight, you've got Umar Nurmagomedov versus Beksat Almakhan. I'm going to pick... have we got some odds on this one? Because this one is a massive underdog for me. I'm going to go Besak. Firstly, I'm just going to throw that out there. What are the odds?
He's $8.50.
Okay.
And Umar's $1.07.
Let's just say Besak won this fight, and I've got footage of it. This guy here, he fought Giovanni Vargas. He won by high kicks and refused to fight. Right? He gets kicked. I got the video. Don't worry, I got the video. I found it. Right? He got kicked in the head, and what's happening here? He got kicked in the head.
Damn, he's got a good record.
Oh, his record's unbelievable.
Damn.
There's only like this weekend in the main card. There's every fight has got an undefeated fighter except like Steve Erceg with one loss. Like,
damn.
Yeah, like the favourite in the main card altogether has got a combined total of God knows whatever and one loss. That's it.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, let's just say those. Let me just say some of those records. There could be a touch of, what's this stuff here? There's a touch of padding. They say they're like 16-0. They're about 4-0. And then you've got some, 12 hack fights. What am I even looking at here? YouTube. Anyhow, this here, firstly, this is the one where Jesus Christ. This is the one where he refused to fight. 2 minutes 50. Here we go. So this guy here, he is just beating this guy up badly. That's him in the red, obviously. So he lands his head kick, and you watch this guy just give up. How does he remain standing for that head kick? Oh, that guy's just had enough, hasn't he?
Wow.
How the hell did this guy handle that head kick?
Oh, he leaned right into it as well.
Oh, look, he's just saying, no more. No more pain.
How did he not?
How did he not drop?
Yeah.
Now, there's been a lot of people message me and request. You know, when I find I do research on people and I find some dodgy backyard, like one of their former fights in some unsanctioned. I think I've found one of the greatest ring mats of all time here. Okay, this is once again Bezak. All right, I'm going to put this up. I don't care. So it's a 646. There we go. Okay, just have a look at this ring mat. Okay, let's have a look at the quality of this ring mat.
Oh my God!
For those who are listening on podcasts and not watching this on YouTube, it's like someone's gone to
Rugs a Million.
Rugs a Million said, "What have you got on clearance? Look at the green one coming up there. See that one's just sticking out the side." They've gone to Rugs a Million, said, "Listen, we need enough rugs to." Oh, look at that rug.
That was so good. Did you see that?
Not only is there the rugs, no two rugs are matching, are they? At all?
No.
One of them, it looks like a Hessian rug, that one in the corner there, and that top one with the stripes on it looks like a plush Berber. So see how like that top one will be really spongy, but this one looks like something that you'd see that's a decent armbar as well. But like this green one here, this is something that you'd see, in the family room of your nana's house. Yeah. I bet you there'll be like little marks in it, where the table sat and things like that.
Some cigarette butts.
Oh, there'd definitely be.
Go back a little bit. There was this one part that you missed that's like, keep going. Oh, is it this part?
Is it where he slips?
Yeah, that. Did you see that?
Let's have another look at this.
Watch him hook his leg with his own leg. Like, I know this is a technique, but what a way to gather someone's leg to grab onto it with your arms. That's incredible.
He's pretty good.
There's just so much going on there. Like, wow, he's really good. I mean, maybe he's fighting a nobody, but he seems to have hands.
Just watch this bit here where, see, everyone here is on the well-padded, maybe I think that's a high nap carpet. That's a plush Berber there. You watch him when he hits the real bargain bin, like high polyester, basically as slippery as ice. You watch his back foot, I think it's his right foot, when it touches this mat here. You just watch.
Oh, he slipped. Yeah, right. Yeah, he didn't mean to do that.
How was this legal?
That's crazy.
Nothing fits.
Yeah.
Like
it's actually not even about the fights. They're just promoting their new carpets.
Sponsored by Rugs a Million. Why didn't they say
this is why they're always going out of business. They're always like closing down sales.
Always out of business.
They're giving it to these guys.
Why not cut the rug and at least fit it in? Like there's massive corners where it's not covering anything.
It's ridiculous.
This is absolutely ludicrous. Where would this be held?
And the ref is like the local truck driver. Like he's
that ref knows where some bodies are.
This
as well.
armbar's super impressive though. Like, look at this. He's like he hasn't quite got it, and then he manages to like keep that arm while the bloke's moving. That's crazy.
I'm more impressed with this carpet. This carpet got taken home. That's probably a prize. Do you want a belt? No, I want a selection of carpets. Jesus. Anyway, I've got him to win
against Umar Nurmagomedov.
I've got him by KO. Because Umar is exceptional. I'm not gonna deny that. I'm not a fan, but he's very, very good. But I think the unpredictability, that's a word, of Bezak, I reckon he's going to win. Can I get some odds, please, just straight off the bat?
Yeah, so odds, Umar is $1.07 and Beksat is $8.50.
What is Beksat by KO?
Oh, let's find out.
I know, because I've already put this juicy bet on.
$18.
18-1, look, right there. Method of victory, Bezak by KO, 18-1.
This is like, there's a bit of value on Umar's method of victory, like KO 475, by points 260, and submission 245. That's decent. 245 for submission. That's pretty good.
I think Bezak is just too unpredictable. And being that underdog, he comes forward. Like he's super aggressive. I think he's an inch shorter from memory.
Yes.
I know me not tipping Umar is going to have everyone.
Oh, no, sorry.
Shits on.
No, sorry. He's like 3. Oh, no. Wait, where am I looking? Yeah, an inch.
An inch. Just an inch. Okay, we're going to jump one here. Alex Perez versus Muhammad Makhachev. Do you want to talk about that one, or we just go straight into the next one?
Well, I just wanted to say this is Beksat's debut, and he's obviously come in on short notice. So, I don't know. I think I've got to go Umar. I can't go him.
This is the one. This is the one on the card that's gonna just ka-ching, and they're gonna go, why didn't I listen to Brad?
And you were so right about Amanda Nunes that one time.
One, and I will milk that till the day I die.
An
asteroid came through.
Yeah, we can talk about the next fight. I like Makhachev. He's taken on Alex Perez, but he's looked a bit dodgy in his last few fights, even though he's won them. I remember he gassed himself out during one of them, pretty badly, but he still managed to come back and get the submission, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And then there was some other ones where he was copping some big hits. So yeah, it's he's a bit shaky, but God, he's good. He's got a great ground game. It's ridiculous.
The hands on Perez?
Hands on Perez are dangerous. And Makhachev does get hit. So yeah, this is one of the closer fights, I think.
Odds that have to be close.
Not really. Perez is paying $3.80.
Oh, I'm going Perez by KO. What's Perez by KO? This is juice, everyone. This is... It has the juice.
Man, I haven't heard that name.
I've got some new ones in there as well.
Yeah, we need to update our memes because that's old. $9.75 is Alex Perez.
How dare you? You have stolen my dreams, my childhood.
It's 2016.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
How dare you?
He's got Greta. What else have I got in here?
Dreams,
Oh, jeez, that's enough, Greta. Oh, Trevin Campbell. Did Phil Halls get cut? He got cut. He came back and then he got done again.
Now he just lost to Craig Jones. No, is that Phil Jones or Phil Rowe? Wait, who are we talking about?
We're talking about the Cisco. We're talking about Baby Make Booty Go. That one.
Yeah.
And what else we got?
Chris Lee in the building.
Classic.
That's Chris Lee and Mike Bell are the only two that gave a decent score at that last weekend.
Yeah, that was.
How did someone give it 49-46 to Moreno?
It's so stupid.
It's when it's held in El Mexico.
I got my Cisco's mixed up. I'm sorry. Yeah, Alex Perez. Yeah, I mean $9.75 for a KO.
Done.
Yeah, fair enough. He's got hands, and Makhachev does get hit, but I'm going to go Makhachev. He's really good. You can't deny it, and I hope his defense has gotten better.
No.
Yeah.
Perez is going to sleep him. Next one here. How the hell is Tyson Pedro such a massive underdog?
Yeah, he won his last one by knockout, didn't he? And it was pretty brutal. I remember it was against some real tall blonde guy, wasn't it?
Petrino, though, is very good on the... Oh, he hasn't really... He's got... Oh, jeez, he hasn't done too well. He's been unlucky. He's got a win over Paul Craig, but that was different as Paul Craig.
Yeah.
He's lost to Ilir Latifi, OSP, Shogun Rua, Bukaki, Modesta Bukaki. He lost to him. I think he's a bit underrated. I think that's not really fair. What's he sitting on? About $3?
Tyson?
Yeah.
347. Yeah.
Tyson's got to take this to the ground, I reckon.
But I mean, Petrino's undefeated. He's Brazilian, so you can't. I imagine he's got a black belt in jiu-jitsu already.
Hang on, has this fight been cancelled? Something's just been updated here.
No, surely not.
Oh no, it has. It's fine. That's fine. Sorry,
good,
disregard.
good. Yeah, Petrino's won 7 of his last 10 by KO, and he's obviously won his last 10 fights. This isn't his oh no, he already beat Paul Craig.
It's not his debut.
No. Oh, this is one where I'm like, Tyson could take this.
On the ground, not with the hands. I think that'd be... I reckon if he tried to stay there and strike with him, I reckon that'd be horrible for Pedro.
I've got a feel... I don't know why. Maybe it is just because he's Brazilian, but I got a feeling Petrino has got a good ground game. I'll check out his...
Check him out. I couldn't find him on Wikipedia. I think that Pedro is going to have the advantage on the ground, but I think the advantage that Petrino is going to have on the feet is a lot better.
He's very fast, isn't he? Very fast striker, Petrino.
How old would Petrino be? He looks about 50.
He was born in 1997. He's a year younger than me.
Jesus, okay.
He's 26. That's sorry, older than me. He's 26.
97. Okay, I was 3 years out of high school when he was born. Nice. So who are you going? I'm going to go Tyson Pedro, no question. Tyson Pedro by submission. Let's get some odds.
Wow.
I know. I'm confident.
I'm going to go... it's a hard one. I'm going to go Petrino.
Oh, yeah?
As much as I really like Tyson, and obviously he's a fellow Aussie.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just hasn't been a good time for Aussies at the moment since Volk lost his belt.
What do you reckon is going to happen with Volk?
Oh, man. I don't think he's going to be the champ again. I think Toporia's got his number. And I think, I don't know, it was like, what were you thinking? Like, a few months after you get knocked out, coming back to defend your belt. Like, what are you doing, mate?
We talked about this in about like July last year, just saying that this Tapura fight, I don't like it at all.
Yeah. Yeah. And it is, I don't blame people for thinking like Volk was going to humble him, because obviously Volk's one of the best ever, right? If not the best in that division ever. But like, yeah, I don't know. Tapuri is good, man. He's scary.
That punch was just on the right spot, and he threw everything into it.
But Volk said he wants the rematch, so, and he'll get it. He deserves it. He deserves it.
I question, obviously, Volk, whether he's still got a chin, which I'd have to say yes. I know he's been knocked out, but look at the head kick that Rob took. I thought Rob's chin was gone.
Yeah.
How the hell did Rob stay standing with that?
Yeah, I mean, Polo's kick. Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. It was crazy that a lot of people gave Costa that round because of that kick.
Just that one kick?
Yeah.
Because he finished on top, I guess.
Yeah, but like...
But Rob just peppered him
the whole time. I don't know. It's pretty crazy, but I don't know. I guess if you go off of damage, Costa nearly had him. You know? Like, but yeah, Rob won that fight.
Does Paulo Costa bleed at all?
No, probably only when he gets his hair transplanted.
That's a big thing in Turkey.
Turkish hairlines, yeah. You got.
Is that what they call it? I did see a photo of someone sitting at the back, and there's about like 30 guys all in front of them, all of them with the hair transplant.
Yeah. There was like this photo I saw of these guys in this plane, and they're all these like guys trying to get their hair back, and they're on their way to Turkey, and someone memed it and said, like, it turned into an ad, and they're like, "Fly Turkish hairlines." So good.
Must be cheap. All right, main event. Let's go. Who you got?
Oh, all right. Main event.
I'll just throw it out there. I've got Jairzinho.
Really?
Yep.
Well, he's an underdog.
I reckon Jairzinho is going to get Shamil out of there very easy. Tell me who Shamil... Shamil's very good. Don't get me wrong. He could probably beat me if it ever came to it.
Are you sure?
It'd be close. Who, in your mind... Like, who has Shamil beat? Like, honestly.
Let's have a look.
Weren't you the one that was just bagging him out as well?
Shamil?
Yeah. Like ages ago, you said he never fights.
Was
that Shamil?
I don't think that was Shamil.
You're having a go at someone. No, Shamil fights all the time. What are you talking about? He does. Very active. Jesus Christ. 3 a year. 4 a year. Jeez. How dare you?
He looks like my boss.
How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Yeah, he's pretty active. Wow, he's good, eh? But who has he fought? Yeah. No one, to be honest.
No.
No one.
He's had one UFC fight against Martin Buday.
Yeah. Oh, and Rozenstruik's been around for a long time, man. Like, that's a tough... I'm actually going to lean Rozenstruik in this, just based off...
I heard that Rozenstruik's the underdog as well.
He is.
What's he paying?
He's got $2.35 and Shamil's $1.60.
So much juice on this card, people.
Did you know Rozenstruik's nickname is Biggie Boy? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's a horrible nickname.
Oh, I'm not a fan of Rozenstruik. I've never sugarcoated that. Rozenstruik, oh, Jesus Christ. Look at Rozenstruik's record.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Not good.
Since he called out Francis, oh, Jesus. He's had some cancelled fights as well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
He has not done well. Anyway, I still reckon Rozenstruik's a better fighter.
You know what? I'm actually going to go with you on this. He's
And it'd have to be an early finish as well.
I think they're pretty similar fighters in that they both got great hands in kickboxing. But I think, I'm going to go Rozenstruik just based off of experience alone. He's been in there with some killers, man. And he
Rozenstruik usually gets killed.
Usually gets killed, but that there's a benefit to that. There's got to be.
He beat Junior. He was getting his ass handed to him by Overeem as well, and then landed that punch at the last 4 seconds.
But imagine losing that whole fight and then winning and then calling out Francis. And then Francis comes in and just brutally murders you.
What do you reckon's happening with Francis? Is he having a PFL fight?
Yeah, he's come back to MMA, I think.
Did you watch any of that PFL versus Bellator?
No, I didn't watch it.
That was very one-sided. Brian Bader
he got knocked out straight away.
Hey, everyone in PFL not everyone, but a lot of people in the PFL and Bellator look out of shape.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Is there a difference with the weigh-in? Is it the same 24 hours before you got to weigh in? Or do you have to maintain something? Because they all look real lazy.
I'm not sure.
Bader looked massive. He looked really out of shape.
Did you see the on the weekend the UFC how much the main card fighters weighed during their fights?
No.
Oh mate, it's crazy.
Well, how much weight they put on?
Yeah. I'll get it up.
Do you think it's fair? I mean, it'd have to shorten your career a bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like the weight cutting, if anything, is going to be the thing that shortens your career. Yeah.
But then again, I mean, think about bodybuilders. They do the weight cut. They do it even more extreme, don't they?
Oh yeah, but they're on the juice. I mean, most people are.
Got to keep using it. But I've got 3 buttons free here that I can use. What are we even looking at?
I'm going to try to find this.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, wasting my time.
Fuck off.
I'm going to go. Jeez, all right. Here's Biggie Boy. So Biggie Boy is coming off a loss to Jolton Almeida. Almeida, what do you reckon? I know
he's good.
He's fighting Curtis Blades.
Oh, he's going to beat Curtis Blades.
Do you think?
Yeah, 100%. Not a doubt in my mind. Curtis is so overrated. He's a good wrestler, but he can't do anything else. Jolton's just good everywhere, man, especially on the ground. That's his bread and butter.
Do you believe that he is a chance at the belt?
Jolton?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Seriously?
I think he'll make it that far. Whether he wins or not, I don't know.
I haven't seen it yet.
What is going on with my bloody hotspot?
All right, we can come back to this. Why don't you just log into the internet here?
I don't know what your password is.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a sec. All right.
It's all good. No stress. Anyway,
just give me the general gist of it, Aljo.
The general gist. So pretty much, I think it was Volk was the only. No, Ian Gary was the only person that was at his natural weight. So he was 180, I believe. Obviously, he weighs in at 175. No, sorry. He's middleweight, isn't he? No, welterweight. He's welterweight. Yeah, so he weighs in at 175. He was 180. But Volk was, I think he got up close to 155, and so did Topuria. But the craziest one was that Ian Gary fight. Jeff Neal weighed in 20 pounds heavier than Ian Gary.
He was massive.
He's huge.
He's so jacked as well.
I could not believe it, man. And Ian beat him. Debatable, but yeah.
Do you think you would have given it to Gary?
I've only watched it once when it was live, and I leaned towards Neil winning that fight. But yeah,
I'm over Ian Gary.
I don't really like Ian Gary, so I'm biased.
Doesn't Alec like him? Probably.
Oh, mate, Alec.
Here we go.
Oh, Alec is so full of shit. He bases his opinions based off of what will make me angry. That's what he does. He has talked shit about Gary, I swear to God, on this show before.
Oh, yeah. So much bagged him out.
And then as soon as I say one thing about Gary, Alec's like, nah, he's great. I love him.
Remember how before we talked about Connor having that knee, if it went 1 inch to the right, and how it would have rewritten history?
Yeah.
Just thinking back, if I go back 3 years, if I didn't respond to that email from Alex saying, "Yeah, I'll be part of this podcast," and we never saw him. Can you imagine that?
Life would be so much better.
So good. No
guy sucks.
PCR with that clown on the mic. We got that coming up in 6 weeks, by the way.
Shit.
That's gonna be. This one's gonna be mad as well.
Yeah, I'm excited.
A lot of people come back. Aaron Tracy's fighting.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
good.
So good. My wife is so excited. She's actually put in a request that they did without shirts on. I chatted to Rory last night.
Yeah.
He's a mess.
Really?
Oh, no, he's good. He's a good fighter. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah.
They're going to have to put him in against someone that can fight. He's a
yeah.
big, powerful boy.
He's huge.
As long as he doesn't get on the mic again.
No.
Some of the most one-sided commentary I've ever heard of.
It was interesting.
Anyway, that's enough. All right, we're done. We're both going Biggie Boy.
Yeah, Biggie Boy.
Biggie, geez, we picked some underdogs today.
You picked the underdogs.
We picked some underdogs today. It's going to be great. I'll put up the 1,000,000 to 1. Yeah, I might do it later. I don't know. Depends how I feel. If you're not here, I might get my kids involved. Someone got stuck into me about. Yeah, I know. Something new. About saying I shouldn't get my kids involved in betting or anything. So, because they do the 1,000,000 to 1 with me.
Yeah, but they don't care. They sit there. They don't even know what's going on.
No.
And you don't even explain it to them.
Oh, he knows what's going on. He wants to throw a parlay in there as well. He wants to bet on the Special Olympics. He loves a rigged fight as well. That's it, everyone. It's been a pleasure. It's so good. I got no outro music today because I haven't done it all. It's good to be back. Thanks, Alex. We still got an hour. We'll still knock off $2.99.
Yeah, do you want to?
Yeah, I'm always in that. All right. Thanks, everyone, and we look forward to your company and not Alex's company again soon. Shout out to Lockjaw, Dana Zavora from Foxtel. Anyone else? Still don't have a sponsor.
Yeah, I've accepted we're never going to get a sponsor, man.
South African crew, hit me up. Tell me how to pronounce Dricus' last name and I'll send you something.
Yeah, and also, South Africa must be our biggest following.
Probably. I don't know why.
We've got a lot of followers from South
so
Africa.
Many.
It's awesome. I love it.
Thanks, South Africa. You bunch of carjackers. They're not such good people. Great countryside there. Thanks, everyone. Rugby treats, and we will see you next week.